Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Crimson. Today, this is going to be a little bit more of a personal video, not my usual video. This isn't going to be titled in a way where I'm looking to get views or new subscribers or anything like that. This is just going to be about those who like to really support me and care about me. So if you're someone who's just looking for some type of gameplay or tips and tricks and you don't really care, then feel free to click off. I really don't mind. But if you're someone, like I said, who is looking to be really supportive and who actually cares about me, then I definitely suggest that you just sit back and watch this video and listen to what I have to say. So today, I'm going to be talking about a lot of my problems that I deal with in my overall life regarding YouTube and my personal life, and then I'm also going to be talking about the future, because this isn't going to be a sad sob story of a YouTube video or anything like that. This is going to be, you know, a good video. There's a lot of good news in this video, but I just kind of want to reflect on what's been going on over the past year and a half or so, ever since maybe late 2017 regarding my YouTube channel, and also just overall what's been going on with my personal life and all of that. So let's get into it. So I would say the last time that I was truly consistent and actually cared about uploading to YouTube, where I was truly passionate about it, was probably around late 2017, maybe summer to mid-fall of 2017, when I was uploading Call of Duty. At the time, I was live streaming a lot on Black Ops 3 and posting videos about that game, and my channel was doing really well. It was doing the best it had ever done. I think within the span of 3 months, from July to about October of 2017, I had gained 3,000 subs within the span of 3 months, primarily all off of my own actual content that I was uploading. I was in Carnage Clan at the time, which was helping out a lot. They had actually motivated me a ton to keep everything that I was doing going at the time, and I was obviously getting uploads to the channel as well. And when you're getting uploads to a big team channel that has around 500,000 subscribers or whatever they had at the time, obviously that helps with, you know, growth in subscriber count and whatnot. But at the same time, I was obviously helping myself out, but obviously I have to give credit where credit is due, and I was doing really well on YouTube. And then World War II came out, and Call of Duty World War II I was not a fan of. I didn't really give it a chance at all, but for some reason I felt like I was just kind of depressed every time I played that game, so I decided to make the switch over to Fortnite. But I don't really think a game had anything to do with my inconsistencies or my lack of YouTube uploads or live streams or content creation. I think it had a lot to do with my own personal choices and my mentality at the time. So we'll come back to YouTube. This isn't regarding YouTube as a whole, because I feel like if my life was going as well as it is now, totally fine, or whatever the case may be, then I feel like I probably would have quit YouTube by now. But this is also a passion that I have, so I kind of realized that it is a passion because I still continue to come back to it even after all the breaks I've taken. So like I said, this isn't only about YouTube, but that was really the last time that I was truly consistent, and I feel kind of bad about it. But like I said, we'll get back to that later in the video. Now, this also has a lot to do with my personal life, because not only have I been inconsistent on YouTube over the past year and a half or so, ever since I had that really great sub growth back in 2017, but I've also really been lazy and not really taking care of myself at all in my personal life, treating myself really poorly, whether it be healthy physically or mentally. And I thought a lot of that was going to change back in the summer. August 1st, 2018 was when I actually moved out into my new apartment, and I thought a lot of that was going to change because of the fact that I live on my own now. I have my own responsibilities. I'm, you know, independent now, so basically I don't have a parent to actually, you know, I guess freeload off. I guess maybe that's putting it you know, negatively or whatever it may be, but it is true. I was living with my mom, and I was 20 at the time. I'm 21 now, so it hasn't really been that long, but I was living rent-free, so I didn't have to pay any bills, and I was being really lazy, and I thought that was going to change, like I said, when I moved out, and nothing really changed. Over the past 6.5 months or 7 months, however long it's been, I really haven't done much at all to change my personal life or my YouTube life. Obviously, it kind of goes hand in hand because YouTube is still a part of my life, but you guys get what I'm saying. Really, all I ever have done over the past 7 months or so, ever since I moved out, was basically the exact same routine every day. I would get up, go to work, come back home from work, and I would tell myself that I was going to maybe play some Fortnite, try to record for some footage, and maybe try to get something done, like some thumbnails or something like that. And each and every time I would slack off. Every time I wouldn't do it. I would actually let a bad habit get to me, and I just told myself I was going to do it later, I was going to do it this weekend, or I was going to do it tomorrow, and I eventually followed through with it. And the same would come with the weekends, because obviously when I have those days where I work all day and I come home, it's much harder to do because you're so tired and you don't have as much motivation to follow through with a certain passion. Obviously, I don't have a passion for working all day, right? I don't care about working in a fast food restaurant. I do it because it's literally a necessity. I need to do it so I can live and actually make money. Whereas with YouTube, you know, this is something that I do for fun, but it's something that I want to be able to do to have a livelihood. So obviously you have motivation when you actually have to do this as a livelihood, whereas when you work all day, it's kind of difficult. But even on the weekends, I would tell myself that I was going to live stream and I was going to post to YouTube and whatnot, and I never eventually followed through, and I would always feel guilty. I would always tell myself, you know, I'm going to stream this day, and then when the time came, I wouldn't do it, and then I felt an extreme amount of guilt. And I think the reason why I didn't do it is simply because of the fact that I was just so comfortable with living an unhealthy lifestyle of laziness. And when it came time to actually do something to progress in life, I felt almost nervous. I actually did feel very nervous about doing it because I felt like I couldn't do it, even though I wanted to. It was a really weird feeling. It's hard to explain. It's like you want to do something, but at the same time you don't, because your body is so used to just being lazy in that situation. So a lot has changed, but that is basically what I have been doing over the past 6 or 7 months of my life, is just being lazy, following the same routine. And when I felt that guilt of not wanting to do something that I wanted to do to progress in my life, all I would simply do was basically let a bad habit get to me. So when I feel guilty, me personally, I don't know how you guys feel when you're feeling guilty and you're feeling really like unmotivated and you just want to sort of relax and feel happy again. I often like to go out and I like to buy, chips and junk food and candy, and then I just sit there and I watch, movies or something like that. And it's really, really unhealthy, and it's not good for you physically or mentally, because it's a bad habit, and bad habits are really not great for you because they can eventually become your own personality, and your personality really defines who you are. So a lot has changed over the past 2 weeks or so, and it's really crazy. It's only been a short period of time, but I feel like I've changed so much, and I'm actually really proud of myself. So let me get into what I've actually been doing. So after all of those really bad habits of whatever I was doing with not only my personal life is what I was trying to say there, or just with my YouTube or whatever it may be, I finally decided to just change my mind. I was basically just fed up with what I was doing, and I will give credit to a YouTube video that I had actually watched. It was about 2 weeks ago to the day, or maybe tomorrow. I think it was last Sunday, or 2 Sundays ago is what I should say. And I actually watched this video and it really changed my mind. I'm not going to give credit to the video as for, changing my ways over the past 2 weeks. I'll still say that I personally made the decision to do what I wanted to do, but I'm going to leave a link to this video down at the very top of the description for those of you guys who are maybe feeling unmotivated, or maybe you need the change in your life and you need to hear something, you need to feel motivated. And this video really helped me change my ways. And it's crazy because I had actually made a video about last spring. It was about maybe 10 months ago or so, 8-9 months ago. It was around May of 2018. And I had made a video talking about how I wanted to change my ways for YouTube and for my personal life, and nothing had actually ever changed. I just basically made a video saying I was going to make changes, and nothing had actually changed. I hadn't done anything at all. But this for sure feels real this time because of the fact that I'm actually making changes in my life. I'm actually taking care of myself. I'm eating really healthy. I am, taking walks before I go to work. I'm waking up early. I'm actually doing chores, even simple chores like making my bed or cleaning dishes, and those can really make the difference in what it makes between a successful life or having a really lazy life. So if you're not living a successful life, that's probably because of the fact that you're not even taking time out of your day to make the mistakes, or to make the decisions, I should say, to actually better yourself by completing simple tasks such as making your bed. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but that often helps me. Is when I wake up in the morning, I feel like I have to have a really positive and productive day. I like to make my bed as soon as I wake up, and like I said, I've been really treating myself in a much more positive way with both physical aspects and mental aspects. So like I said, I've been eating a lot healthier. I've been drinking a lot of water. I've been eating a lot of fruit and trying to just, have home cooked meals, because like I said, when it came to when I first moved out, I had been eating a lot of junk food. I had been basically just making a lot of bad food as well. Like I wasn't actually making my own meals. I was just buying, like frozen pizzas, or, buying junk food to eat. I wasn't actually even buying very many meals, and it's really an unhealthy lifestyle to live. So you eventually get tired of that. And obviously I've been better mentally as well, because I feel like your biggest strength is your biggest weakness as well. A lot of you guys have probably heard that saying before, and I personally consider myself to be a very smart person, not to be cocky or anything like that, but I feel like I'm so wise that I think about so many more things than the average person does, that eventually I start to overthink things, and I've been overthinking so many possibilities as to what I can do to make my life better, as to maybe regarding YouTube or just my personal life, and eventually it gets to you and you overthink things so much that you aren't even able to complete simple tasks. So I feel like I've been getting better mentally as well, like really healthy mentally. It sounds kind of weird to understand at first, but if you actually watch the video that I linked in the description and you take time to really understand it, it can really help you out if you're someone who struggles a lot with being productive and you may be a very lazy person, or you just really want to complete something that you haven't been able to complete. And I know it's been such a short period of time because I've only recently changed my ways about 2 weeks ago, because prior to 2 weeks ago, I wasn't really doing much at all. I was still living the same unhealthy lifestyle. I was, going to work, coming home from work, like I said, not eating a very healthy dinner, maybe just eating, junk food or something like that, or a pizza or something of the sort. And then obviously I wasn't actually completing any tasks that I wanted to complete, like YouTube videos, or maybe even just recording for footage, or maybe even when it came to doing work for others. I obviously make thumbnails for others as well. I'm not sure if you guys know that or not, but I was also slacking off on those. So this video really helped me change my life, but I'm also going to give credit to myself, obviously, for actually going out of my own way to discipline myself in a positive way, because sometimes when you discipline yourself, and you guys may hear about, inspirational speakers or just anyone in general, they talk about disciplining yourself. It doesn't mean disciplining yourself in a bad way. It can often mean disciplining yourself in a good way, because I lived a lifestyle that I was so comfortable with, but it was a really unhealthy, comfortable lifestyle. And now I'm disciplining myself to be in a comfortable lifestyle, but a much healthier lifestyle. So eventually when you try to change your habits, you become uncomfortable, and that's the way you truly change your life. A lot of people may have said in the past, and you may have heard this before, that to truly change your life, you have to be uncomfortable. You have to step out of your comfort zone, because I'm so used to living those comfortable, unhealthy habits, and that's why I've been trying to change so much, and I feel like I've done a good job. It's been a short 2 weeks, but I know, like I said, this is totally different this time, and it's real this time, because I've done so much more, even if it comes to simple chores or habits like, taking a walk every day, or taking the garbage out, cleaning dishes, making the bed, something like that. It can really affect your mood in a positive way, and it feels real this time. So I felt like I was finally ready to make this video. I gave myself some time. I was thinking I was going to make it a week ago or so, but I wanted to give myself some more time, because I felt like I needed the time off just to really, reflect on what I had been doing with my life, and basically taking off time for my own well-being to reflect and to spend time with others, maybe my family and all of that. So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with that. But that's basically what's been going on over this past year and a half or so, or close to 2 years, as to why I've been so lazy with my YouTube channel. But like I said, this wasn't only my YouTube channel. If it were only my YouTube channel, I probably would have just quit YouTube already. But since it had so much to do with my real life decisions as well, I realized that this wasn't just a thing about gaming or YouTube, because this is still a passion. I still come back to this all the time, no matter how many breaks I take. It could be a month-long break, a 2-week-long break. I still come back to YouTube to make a video here or there, or to live stream, because I truly do enjoy it. So that's why I've realized that this is more than just YouTube and gaming. It's actually got a lot to do with my own life. So that's basically what I wanted to reflect on in this video. I think I talked about my problems, and I think I gave you guys a good enough description as to why I've been just so inconsistent and lazy over the past nearly 2 years with my YouTube channel. And I really appreciate all of you guys who are the real supporters. I see you guys leaving comments, regardless if I may end up with 100 views on a video, or 10,000 views on a video, which is usually rare, but sometimes you never know, it may happen. And obviously I'm just throwing a number out there. Numbers only mean so much. As long as you have a passion, you have those who support you, you can truly appreciate that. So I do appreciate all of you guys who are true supporters, and I am very excited for the future, because this is definitely real this time. I've actually made really great changes, and I feel myself improving a lot in my everyday life. And it's okay to mess up, don't get me wrong. I'm still human. I'm still learning from bad habits, and I'm still messing up here and there over these past 2 weeks. In this short period of time, I still made small little mistakes here and there, but I'm definitely learning from them, and it just makes me so much happier knowing that I can actually accomplish things, because I've truly disciplined myself in a positive way and changed my ways. And once you change your ways, it makes you realize that you can do really anything you put your mind to. So it feels really great, and it's a much healthier lifestyle to live, rather than living a very lazy and unhealthy lifestyle, because then you let the bad habits get to you, and then you can't accomplish what you want, and then you feel really guilty. So if you guys are feeling any type of guilt, or if you feel like you need to accomplish something, go ahead and check out the video that I'm going to link in the description, like I said earlier. And I'm actually going to leave this video up. I'm going to leave this video public. Normally I would make it unlisted, but if you guys are ever feeling like you need to come back to this video, and maybe even I myself may need to come back to this video, that's why I'm going to leave it up, because I feel like this will definitely be something that I can look back on and realize that I actually changed my ways. And it's going to take a lot of time. Obviously this isn't just a process that happens overnight, but I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. So I feel like I've truly changed my ways in this short period of time. I know I keep repeating the same phrases and sentences, but it's something that I just have to really get out there, because I'm finally trying to change. So expect more videos. I'm not going to make any promise as to what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, because obviously I'm still trying to change habits in my life. So who knows, maybe a video every now and then, maybe one every day, maybe even a live stream here or there, who really knows. But either way, this was just a video to reflect on the changes that I'm trying to make and the future and all of that. So thank you guys a ton. Also, I wanted to mention as well that I did actually leave my team Carnage Clan. And basically the reasoning for that is basically what I had just told you guys all about. I obviously let all of these bad habits get to me, and it can really affect other things as well, such as maybe a team that you happen to be in, maybe a business that you happen to be a part of. And that's why I basically left Carnage Clan. I actually left earlier this morning, and this video is going to go up on a Saturday, so I left earlier this morning, but I'm sure some of you guys know who Carnage Clan is. Shout out to all the guys who are in that team, and shout out to anyone who may happen to be watching this video right now that is in Carnage Clan. You guys are awesome, and you guys definitely mean a lot to me, so go check them out. They're a really great content creation team, and they're on the rise, and they're probably going to be hitting 1 million subscribers soon. So if you guys are wondering anything about that, I did leave the team, but that's just kind of a side note. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly do appreciate all of you guys who are big time supporters of me, whether you had just subscribed recently or maybe you've known me for a while or whatever it may be. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for watching, and peace out.